See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, those who dig. You dig.
Finish him!
It is 11 o'clock at night, and we're sitting here doing this for like 4 people to actually listen to us.
No, not 4.
I mean, according to the iTunes metrics, it says we have like 113. The other thing says like 92. So maybe 200 people have listened to us.
So is this the one we're going to go with?
I might as well fuck it.
All right.
I shouldn't have said fuck it, because if we're going to try to put it on YouTube now,
no.
we're not hitting monetization.
That was too early in the podcast.
We got to hit like 2 minutes before we can try to monetize it. I mean, we'll get like 5 cents anyways. So,
do you want to try it again, or you just want to go with it?
Fuck it, balls to the wall. I done said it.
All right.
If we ever start doing videos and actually getting people to watch the shit, we do need to get the Jeremy cuss counter. That has like a 2-minute countdown on it that like we hit as we start recording. So we're like, all right, Jeremy, now you can go.
So anyway, welcome to episode 5 of It Gets Dumber.
Yeah,
this is like number 30?
At least. We've been messing with this, trying to figure out the audio. He's bought a new mic. I've bought a new mic. His is here. Mine isn't. We're trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for crackling sounds.
We went back to the original mics, and because when I had my mic plugged in, it was only like picking up my voice, and yours was picking up everything. Yeah, so we went back to the original mics.
Mine is picking up the cricket like over 2 miles down the road at the fucking creek down there, trying to listen to shit.
So here we are, episode 5.
Yeah, welcome to It Gets Dumber.
Yep. What are we going to start out with? Are we going to talk about the Fanatic?
Yeah, let's go with the Fanatic first. What'd you think of John Travolta's?
So we talked about this on the phone, but I told you, I said I think that John Travolta like owed Fred Durst he owed him a favor.
The movie made $300 and some change in the movie theater. Like,
I know why.
James Cameron, Fred Durst is not. He needs to stick to making music.
Well, was it Fred Durst's fault the movie was bad?
He wrote it, directed it, and produced it.
So
he's like the trifecta of like movie making.
The storyline of the movie was not bad though. It was everything else.
The storyline wasn't bad. The fucking maid was dead in the yard for an indiscriminate amount of time, and nobody noticed her dead body there until all of a sudden, like, oh, John Travolta's hand got blew off with a fucking shotgun. Nobody questions like, oh, why all of a sudden he's the fucking butler from Scary Movie.
Yeah, nobody. And so, and it just so happened that his friend was driving by. And he goes from the neighborhood where this guy lived at to downtown Los Angeles in a scene.
Yeah, like,
and then next thing you know, she just happens to be driving by, and she's like, "What's wrong?" Stops her car in the middle of the road, and is like, "What's wrong?" But we need to start from the beginning. Like I said, I
can't talk long. I gotta poo. That's the best line of the whole fucking movie.
Here's my theory about this. I think that Fred Durst performed at John Travolta's son's bar mitzvah. And he was like, "Okay, I'll do this for you, but you gotta star in a film."
Gotcha, bitch!
I just had to hit the gotcha bitch on that one. Sorry.
Why?
Cause he's like, you gotta star in a film. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the stipulation. He was like, "Listen, John, I was thinking of making a movie, and I need somebody to star in it. And I'm doing you this favor, so you got to do me a favor." And I think that's what happened, because John, like, I have seen a bunch of John Travolta movies. This ranks up there. Well, I mean, this is definitely the worst John Travolta movie I've ever seen. And like I said, I don't think that the premise of the movie was bad, but the way that they went about it was like, it was almost like this was John Travolta's first stab at like acting, and
It was his first, like, he wanted to make his own Forrest Gump movie, but it didn't have any of the charm or anything of, like, a mentally challenged person going through life.
It's like he was trying, but he wasn't trying. I don't know. Maybe he's, obviously he's not like retarded. Oh God, I shouldn't say that word.
I said fucking like the first 15 seconds.
Maybe he's
We're good.
not special. He's not special needs, and he has never played anything like that. So he's not necessarily like
versed in how
he doesn't know how to. And
hold on, wait, I got one for this.
You're goddamn right.
Okay.
I'm abusing the buttons.
Well, we have them for a reason.
You
so
put them within my reach, I'm gonna press them.
Well, yeah, but
oh, sidebar, right quick. I'm sorry about the crackles and pops for the 4 people to actually listen to this shit. I'm trying.
We're both trying.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We talked about it today, and we're close to $1,000 into this, and literally we have got no return on our investment yet.
Yeah, just us shooting the shit, and no different than our normal phone conversations. Just now we're recording them so people can listen to them.
Right. So the only difference is now we're recording it so people can hear what we actually talk about on a regular basis.
And
so
I think I made a self-fulfilling prophecy too.
What?
Because when I joked about like only lasting 20 seconds, I said the wife was going to fuss at me about it. She did. She listened to it. I got a text message like the second she heard it. She's like, stop talking about our sex life. And now is where she's going to tell me, damn it, Jeremy,
you gotta cut that out.
You did it again.
You got to cut that out.
Right now, the name of the episode, damn it, you did it again.
No,
they can't have cuss word in the title though, can we?
No, probably not.
I mean, I can like put like @.
Listen, I think that if we make it big where we have a like normal thing, these first few episodes are going to be to what we reference when we say, listen, this is how we started and look at where we're at now.
Fucking DJ Khaled, we started at the bottom, now we're here.
Exactly. So, that's just how it's going to go. I mean,
I think that's DJ Khaled. I don't know.
I don't know either. Started from the bottom, now we're here is a Drake song.
What? It is?
Yeah.
Does to show you how much I know.
100%.
Okay, you listen to more rap than I do.
DJ Khaled did not say anything like that. It was Drake.
Okay, strike that. Bobby, if you're yelling at me, I'm sorry.
Damn, he knows rap music too?
Hey, this fucker knows all kinds of shit. Like,
what is the guy's name that...
Like, I remember when I come to your house for Halloween party, and I was wearing a trench coat.
Yeah.
And I was joking around saying that, like, oh, look at me, I'm one of the Columbine dudes.
Yeah.
Me and the wife were on the way here, and I was like, I can't remember what their names are. Instead of
Dylan Klebold and not Darren Harris. His last name was Harris.
I'm glad you know this because I couldn't remember what they were. But I told her, I was like, I can call somebody, and they will know exactly what their names are.
Well, I know one of the dudes' names, Dylan Klebold, and then the other one, his last name was Harris, but I can't remember what his first name was.
Bobby's yelling at us right now because he's one of the 2 people I know to actually listen to this.
I mean, is he looking the stuff up on the fly?
No, like he fucking just like, I call him, I'm like, hey, good buddy, what is the name of the 2 Columbine shooters? He's like, why? I'm like, because I told the wife, He's like, fuck you. And then he says their names. I'm like, yep, see, I told you,
Okay, so I know 3/4 of it. I just don't know the dude's first name.
You know more quarters of it than I do. I don't even have a fucking dime in this shit, okay?
Well, I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff on
like
the Columbine
Bowling
shooters.
for Columbine and...
Well, no, that was the, what is it, Michael
Moore?
Michael Moore, yeah. That was like a documentary. I've never seen that one. But they made like personal documentaries about the shooting and everything. And did you know that they had shot like a movie before?
Yeah, like I know they like made like vlogs or whatever before
vlogs was even a thing. Yeah.
So there you go, people making vlogs or copying the Columbine dudes.
I
know they done it on 420. I remember that just cause 420. You know what 420 also is? Hitler's birthday.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
There's your factoid for the day. There we go. We hit two of the bases already. We done got the movie in the way. I still haven't watched Unfrosted. I'm sorry. I'll get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I give you something to do, and look at me. I'm over here going above and beyond. I watched The Fanatic, and then since we talked about Law Abiding Citizen, I went back and watched it, and then we watched another one, Carry On, which you didn't say anything about it, but we watched it anyway.
I will watch Unfrosted by the time we get to next week's
episode 6.
The only thing I've been watching lately is Black Clover because I'm a fucking grown ass man watching Japanese cartoons.
I don't know what that
is.
It's
an anime. Like like I cooked yesterday since we were snowed in and made a roasted chicken, tore the bones off, like the meat off of it, and then like made like bone stock out the bones and made chicken noodle soup. And the whole time I'm doing this shit, I'm watching Black Clover. So I could have watched Unfrosted then. I'm sorry.
You sure could have.
You
had a whole day yesterday.
Dude, there's 170 episodes of it. I'm on episode 97 now. So like I'm over the hump.
Well, you should be done with it tomorrow then, right?
I doubt it. Each episode's like 30 minutes.
No, I'm messing.
I'll probably go home tonight and watch like one episode. The wife's gonna yell at me because like, what fucking time? Holy shit, y'all are up there. It's fucking midnight. No, it's not midnight now, but I mean it's pretty late.
Because we spent. Well, first of all, we had to watch that fucked up movie for
and we didn't even get to
we
didn't even get to the fucked up parts.
No,
because I thought it was sooner in the movie because it's been a while since I've seen it. But I told y'all, there's
there's a blip.
I hit the thing. I'll take my hat off so it doesn't hit the. There we go. Now the bill of my hat will not hit the microphone. We've
got to figure out what it is that makes the scratching noises.
I don't know. Because... I've tried. I thought I figured it out. I didn't. Like I'm editing this shit with zero editing experience, zero recorded experience.
If there's anybody listening who has editing experience and you would love to be a part of a growing podcast,
we will pay you.
We will pay you nothing.
I will pay you attention.
we will feature you on episodes if you would like.
I will give you a shout out. Hey, the two people just downloaded it in Kristiansand, Sweden, or no, it's Norway. Kristiansand, Norway says two people have downloaded it. So, hey, my Norwegian people. If you
there are some bored ass Norwegians out there. That's all I can say.
I mean, more power to them, man. Like, maybe they searched and they heard I said something.
I mean, what is there in Norway?
I don't know. I've never been.
Well, they might. I mean, listen. If you're still listening and you're from Norway,
I got a movie you can watch about Norway.
No.
Yes.
No. Listen, yeah. I am not going on another one of your assignments until you've
completed yours. I can give you another one. You got a whole week to go.
No.
It's a Norwegian film. It's called Troll Hunter.
Nope.
We watch it.
No.
It's got trolls in it. Not like sparkly belly button. We're gonna sing trolls. Like big fucking 75-foot tall, ripping out trees.
Trolls were supposed to be. Well, no, they're not supposed to be small.
Like the Trolls movie. Like, Kira's obsessed with the Trolls. Like, she's watched the Trolls World. I can't fucking talk.
Have you gone to Trolls on Ice?
Don't tell me that's a thing. I don't want to. I don't
know if it is or not.
I thought I was going to have to go see Frozen on Ice there for a while. Luckily, I managed to skirt the ball on that one.
Well, who else is going to take her?
Oh, dude, I went and watched Frozen 2 opening night. Okay? I'm in the movie theater watching Frozen 2,
How many people were there?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, a lot.
So we went to watch Wicked. I don't think it was... No, it was a couple weeks. It was a couple weeks after it came out. And, I'd say the theater was probably half full.
The last movie I watched in the theater was actually... Terrifier 3. I bought tickets for opening night at it, and I learned any theater where you can buy reserved seats, I will forever buy 4 seats whenever I go to the movie theaters from now on. The 2 me and the wife are gonna sit in, and then 2 on each side of us, just so nobody is next to me.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I would gladly like.
But sometimes when you go on that website, if you don't go like
immediately,
yeah, those seats there won't be but maybe 2 seats.
I went day of like. If I had the fuck you money, like I would have bought the whole fucking theater out just so nobody would be in there.
That's
with
a good
me.
idea, actually. How much is it to watch a movie now? I don't even remember.
It was like
I think it was like
$30
for 2 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day? You could go and watch a movie for like $5.
I mean, you can still watch it for like $8-9 if you catch like a matinee, but you gotta hit those bitches before like 3:00 or something
on a Tuesday evening.
No, they do them like every day.
Oh, well, I don't go to the movies that often, and I don't really care to, honestly.
Apparently, I'm having to beg you on here to watch some movies, and you're still like, oh,
yeah, because I don't watch movies, and now it seems like I'm always watching movies.
If like I could recommend you a good TV show that got canceled after 2 seasons.
Okay, so just let's go back and recap The Fanatic. Okay,
coming full circle, folks.
Yes. So, speaking of, so.
All right, let's have a moment of silence here for John Travolta's acting career. Ready?
Well, we did this on the last episode. We looked up, I can't remember who it was. Was it Mike Myers or something? And we were like, I can't remember the last time he made a movie. And then you looked it up and he's like, oh man, he's been in a lot of movies lately. I think it was Mike Myers. Did you see Brendan Fraser's coming back?
Yeah, he made like The Whale or something like that.
Yeah, and he got standing ovations and all of that because of these people who were like so happy that he came back to acting. Listen, Brendan Fraser, if you ever tune into this podcast, let me tell you,
I am not. That happen.
I'm not your biggest fan.
As us winning the fucking lottery.
Let me tell you,
Nicolas Cage. If you ever listen to this, I love your shit. You're terrible.
I'm not your fan either, Nicolas Cage.
You're terrible in some movies, man. But you give it your fucking all.
Most movies, you are terrible. I'm saying it now.
Willy's Wonderland. His entire dialogue sequence consists of.
You can't sit here and tell me that you think Nicolas Cage is a good actor.
In some films, yes.
No, he's not.
Some things, yes. Some things, no.
Nicolas Cage and Brendan Fraser are the prime examples of the argument that I make, saying that I just don't understand how some people get roles in things.
Well, Nicolas Cage's uncle is Francis Ford Coppola, so that could definitely help him out.
I remember you telling me about this one time, and I just don't know.
Yeah, like that helps out. I think he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High for like 30 seconds.
So,
okay, The Fanatic.
Full circle, back to The Fanatic. John Travolta in this movie was
Moose. His name is Moose.
And I don't know. That it was a bad movie, but like I could see where if there were a little bit more effort put into the movie, it could have been a good a premise but
you're giving this more credit than I would, man. Like Fred Durst,
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I hope you did it all for the nookie. I hope you got some nookie for doing that because you certainly didn't make any money in the movie theaters.
So has he made a movie since then?
Not that I know of, but I mean,
he probably
to his credit though, he's made one more movie than I ever have or ever will,
and made more money than you ever have.
He's made more money than I will ever dream of, probably off of fucking Limp Bizkit and shit.
No. I'm just talking about off of a movie.
Yeah, even though it was only $300.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know, man. I may start bootlegging pornos or something. I make like me jerking off on
OnlyFans. It would be nice for us to be $300 in the positive on this podcast.
I mean, there we go. Make OnlyFans just like me jerking it. You never know. Some people may be into chubby, like tattooed up.
Well, let's just get into the positive on the podcast.
And there's
first.
where the wife's mad at me.
You got to cut it out.
It's
got to be cut out.
I wish I had more buttons on the soundboard because I would definitely have cut it out.
Well, there's 4 buttons.
Yeah, but like eventually one day, I'm pretty sure we'll probably upgrade this one. I'll get one that looks like I'm a fucking DJ that has like 85,000 buttons on it that I don't even know what fucking 37 of them do.
So I think with the sound problems, like we had looked at this brand, but a different version.
Right. We looked at the scaled up version.
It had like preamps on it where
Yeah.
you like. So I think that would like amplify the sound a little.
It'd probably
a lot
help
more.
out since I'm a quiet motherfucker anyways.
Yeah. So all I can say is
I use fuck
we're
all the time.
not investing hundreds of more dollars in this without some sort of
I mean,
like.
we'll just keep plugging away at it, you know.
I think that the more that we keep, the more.
Well, I think this one, like, we don't like staring at the thing over here. We don't have like the background fuzz like it normally has when we're recording. This is like nice little spikes and stuff. I don't know. There may be still some of the pops and fizzes in it. If there is, I'm sorry.
The last episode, we thought that we weren't going to have that too, and we ended up having it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I need to go through and listen to the whole fucking episode again, but I try not to.
This could end up being a lost episode, because I think that we need to stop publishing episodes that's got a lot of the scratching in it. Because I think that turns people off.
It probably definitely does. Like to hear like a.
Yeah,
that was me doing it with my mouth.
There were patches of it in the last episode that it lasted like a good 30
seconds. Yeah, like
or longer.
Like I say, like I'm trying, people. I don't know what I'm doing.
We're both trying.
I'm watching YouTube videos on this shit. Like I'm sitting there and then
look, we upgraded. We have a table now.
Yeah,
where
like,
our mics are stationary. They are not moving.
Yeah, we're not moving the table back and forth every time we want to do this.
Yeah, so we have definitely put in effort to make this something that hopefully is enjoyable to some people. Like Corey, the guy that you were talking to earlier, he has listened to every episode, I know. So that is at least one person who has been concurrent.
That is 3 then, because the wife's listened to it, Bobby's listened to it, and now Corey. I listened to like part of the other one on like.
I will say that one of the numbers of the RSS feed is me because I listen to every episode too.
Just to go back and see.
Yeah,
I mean, like, we got to get the numbers up somehow.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck,
we're not going to show up on the algorithm without there being eyes. And
I got to figure out what apparently hashtags are the things now. I don't know. I don't do the social media.
Putting hashtags in the description.
Yeah, like I need to start doing that. Like hashtag like. Clam Jam 17.
I have been. Whenever I made the Facebook page,
Snatch Crawl 24.
I joined a bunch of like podcast groups and stuff on Facebook. Whenever I made the Facebook page, so every time we do an episode, I post it on the Facebook page.
Hey, maybe somebody give it a try. Maybe somebody will look like, hey, those 2 guys are fucking dumb.
Yeah,
it's in the title.
It's definitely in the title. You know what you're signing up for when you see that title or like the name of the podcast. You know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, like you all don't know how many names we went through trying to figure out a name for this, and everything's fucking taken. Like I wanted to call it Unintelligent Conversations, or I think Bobby may have come up with it. I don't know. We come up with a bunch more.
So when is he gonna come on?
I don't know. We can get him on here one night. He's off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, though, so he had the idea, like, hey, we should just eat, like, Delta 8 gummies and then, like, do it. I'm like, no.
I'm not going to put my career in any
You're right. I'm like, as soon as weed's legal, like, trust me, we'll be up here fucking, like, burning it down.
I mean, if we can retire off of making this podcast and I don't have to drive anymore, which that is my ultimate goal. Like, I don't want to drive anymore. But that's what's paying the bills right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this is not paying the bills.
No, dude, like if this is paying the bills, we'd both be homeless living in a cardboard box.
This is actually a bill. This is
at this point.
This is part of the bill rotation.
This is taking away my Magic the Gathering money here.
Like,
so this is gonna. I haven't bought Magic cards in a fucking minute.
Well,
that's the cardboard crack, man. That's.
Did you ever see the thing? I kept seeing a bunch of TikToks about people who were like going to these stores where the Pokemon cards were getting like carded out, and they were picking up cases of them at a time.
Like some game stores like shut down and people go buy them out. The prices of this shit is crazy for some things, and then there's some like I probably have. Roundabout guesstimation, 150,000 Magic cards.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, but
there's
probably under 1,000 of them that's worth any real money. Like I have some like expensive cards, like the ones I have like you've seen my suitcase I got.
No,
you never seen the football?
No,
I have a suitcase that has all my decks I play in it. Everybody used to play with called it the football because it looks like the fucking nuclear launch code box.
Okay.
It's got like all my decks and shit in it. There's enough money in there. I could probably sell the cards I hit and buy like a decent used car with.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I've always wanted to see if my baseball cards were worth anything because I think I have some pretty valuable baseball cards.
Yeah, now a lot of the shit is you got to get them graded and shit to like make any money off of them.
Graded?
Yeah, like you send them off to like PSA or what's the other one, like CCG.
I thought there was something sort of like the Antique Roadshow where you could go and take your cards there.
Fucking possibly.
I think there is.
I mean, but yeah, like the money cards now, like there's a thing in Magic called serialized cards. They have like a little box in the corner that says like this is card number 1 out of 500 is serialized. Those are like the big money cards. People get those and like get them graded and shit and whatever. And some of them like can go up for a couple $1,000s for a little piece of cardboard.
So you think that you have over 150,000 Magic the Gathering cards?
Roundabout.
So how could you possibly? Why do you have so many?
Because I buy a lot of Magic the Gathering cards.
How many of them are duplicates?
Probably like older ones. Like lands and shit. I probably have a shitload of lands just because I went like land full
percentage wise.
Duplicates, probably 20%. Not counting lands.
So let's say 100,000 of them are not duplicates.
Give or take.
Wow.
Well, you gotta think, man. There's like, I don't even know how many fucking different sets of Magic there is now.
I don't know either. So
like, I've lost track. I used to be able to like tell you like what cards were in what set and everything. Like this card's from this set. This was reprinted in this set. Now, like I can't keep it. There was like 8 or 9 sets come out last year.
And how many cards are in a set?
Varies like 300-400 sometimes.
Jesus. I'm gonna tell you. Like, I have never played a single minute of that or Pokemon. So I have no idea.
I've played 4 games of Pokemon card game in my entire life.
Okay, well, you've played 4 more than I have.
Oh, I can't tell you how many games of Magic I've played. Like, in between, like, real paper and, like, playing Magic online. Like, fuck, the other night, whenever we were fucking around waiting, I played a game of Magic sitting at your kitchen table. Like, while we're just fucking around doing something. I played a game on there.
I think we were drinking. That was that was episode 3.
That was episode, yeah, like.
Episode 3 is going to go down in infamy.
That's going to be the one, like, all right, what's your worst podcast episode? We're going to have to go with episode 3. Are we going to change? What is going to be the marker for us changing seasons? Like, yearly? Are we going to change with the...
Do we have to change seasons?
Well, whenever I upload it, it goes like season, and then I can put episode number. So I could put this is season. I'm just gonna start putting random ass numbers. Like this is season 375,000.
No, I think that we probably should go with that, and
like just every year or like every 6 months we can change seasons.
Why don't we just go with the seasons of the year?
The year, like all right, we're in our like winter arc.
We're in winter season now.
Yeah, we're in winter season.
So when it turns spring, when does spring start?
Sometime at the end of March, I think.
March or April?
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
I know like summer doesn't start until like June.
I know we should probably discuss this off mic, but are you interested in going camping with us?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I went camping a shitload when I was in Boy Scouts when I was a kid.
Dude, I have got this itch. We tried it last year when we went to the Outer Banks.
Yeah,
camping,
that went over like a fucking wet fart.
Yeah, no, that was not. I would not consider
that. I told y'all just go to like Jones's Lake or something.
Well, Jones's Lake, you can't cut your own firewood or anything. You have to bring firewood.
I thought you could pick up like limbs and shit.
No, you can't.
Oh, then we done some illegal shit back in the day.
Really?
Because, yeah, we went around and just picked up fucking limbs and shit and made a fire out of them.
I don't think limbs are a big problem, probably. But, I mean, how long are limbs going to burn? It's not
I mean, if you got like a head of people out there picking up limbs, you can pick up a shitload of limbs.
Well, I don't know, man. I want to go somewhere where I can actually do some camping, cut my own firewood. You know, I want to do the real deal. I haven't been camping since, well, we didn't even camp at the Outer Banks. But
You slept in a tent that got...
No, I didn't. We didn't sleep in the tent. We slept in the Forerunner because the wind was so bad and a storm came up, like a thunderstorm. So we slept in the Forerunner.
If we go to the Outer Banks camping, I'm going to be out there fishing like the whole time.
The next day we fished for about 20 minutes. The wind was still bad, but it was not nearly as bad as it was the night before. But dude, the wind, it was like we were in a hurricane for basically all night. The wind got so bad that it blew all of the tents over. Charles had just bought a brand new, like one of those big 8-person tents. It looked like a house.
He bought like the condo tent.
It broke it. Like broke it completely.
Dude, I would have been pissed. Like I just spent like $400 or $500 on this tent, and it's just
it was completely destroyed. We had bought one, and it broke one rod, and you could still use that rod, but nothing like.
I try to get her to break my rod as often as I can.
Well,
you got to cut that out, Jeremy. Don't talk about that shit.
You got to cut it out, man. But no, but I've got this itch to just go camping. So I don't know. I said when it starts to warm up, but not.
I'll tell you what, you got a yard out there. Just go set you up a fucking tent.
No, man, that's not it.
You can cut all the firewood you want right there in your yard.
No, I want to go somewhere. I don't know where yet. I'm still working out that, but I want to go somewhere and tough it out.
Well, just think if AI takes over the world, we may have to do that shit permanently. Live off the grid.
I want to be ready for that. I want to know how to do everything I need to do. Well, if the apocalypse happens, then the only thing that I'm not worried about it because I have guns and stuff. So I wouldn't be worried about finding food or anything, but it would be the whole process of adapting to I'm used to laying down in the bed at night. You know, and then now you've got to tough it out. It would take a little while to adjust to that.
Well, like anything. If apocalypse happens, if nothing else, I know we can eat fish. And I can catch a fucking fish.
In a mud puddle.
In a mud puddle. That time we were at the Blueberry Farm and there was like a fucking little hole. Like, you ain't going to catch no fish in that.
Yeah, turns out he caught a fish there.
So I can't do a lot of things good, but I can fucking fish.
Fuck and fish or fucking fish?
I've done that before too.
Yeah, so
the camping trip more than one hole that day.
The camping trip is happening. I just don't know when, but I'd say when it starts to warm up, but not like dead summer. Which dead summer probably wouldn't be bad either, but
yeah, like it's only 90 degrees at night and we're in a fucking sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Like
probably wouldn't be in a sleeping bag, but we've got the blow up mattresses and we've got everything we need, I think.
You got like the foot pump for the mattresses, or you got a like
it's electric.
I want to live off the grid with electricity.
No, but the pump is electric. It's not like we're going to be sitting in there watching Netflix or anything.
Fuck, you got a phone?
That's the whole point, is to go just off the grid for
I want to reconnect with nature.
But so my truck has a plug on it. So we can at least use the pump to pump up the mattress.
Pump up the jams.
So
pump it up.
It's happening.
Okay. Well, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, like I remember going on camping trips with Boy Scouts. Like we go to some river somewhere in South Carolina where like one side's South Carolina, one side's Georgia.
That would be it would be nice to go somewhere on the river or something where if we wanted to, we could just go fishing and try to catch dinner or something, you know?
I would not eat any fish out of the Cape Fear River.
Well, We talked. Did we talk about? We talked
We
about.
did
that
talk
recently.
about that. Yeah, like trying to go fishing behind DuPont up there.
So you'd have to go on the other side of DuPont, upstream from DuPont.
I mean, that may be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly.
What is not tainted? Let's just get into that. Like, what is not tainted though?
Nothing.
All of the meat that we already eat.
Yeah, there's microplastics in all of us right now.
Yeah, people are thinking that that's the reason why like more kids are born with autism, and why so many people are like confused of what sex they are, all of that thing. It's got something to do with the food that we eat. It's
that's the reason why like kids are fucking growing like 8 foot tall now and shit. Like steroids are pumping into all the fucking animals.
And girls are developing at a younger age than what they used to.
Yeah, boys are too. Like
they're hitting puberty earlier.
You see like a 12-year-old, he's got a beard bigger than mine.
Well, I don't know about that. It takes a while. It takes practice to get a beard like that.
Not really. You just gotta fucking take care of it.
I don't do it. I can't do it, man. I just.
Like, I'm still waiting on my fucking like wizard acceptance letter. I mean, like I thought once my beard reached a certain length, I got magical powers. Turns out that's a lie.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm not coming back as Gandalf the White.
Dude, it is starting to get cold in here. My feet
cold?
are cold. Yeah.
Well, I'm still wearing the boots, so
yeah, my feet are cold.
Like it fucking 3.5 inches of snow on the ground yesterday. I'm out there in fucking shorts and boots and a fucking hoodie.
We should talk about the snow. Did you do anything exciting?
We built a snowman.
Did you?
Yeah, it looks like a pile of shit, but we built it.
We did.
I don't know how people on TV are like, they have snow a lot. You know, they get like the snowball and they roll it around and it gets bigger and bigger. I rolled that sumbitch around for like 5 minutes. It didn't get any fucking bigger.
Dude, I don't like my hands to get cold. And so if I start it doesn't matter if I got gloves on or not. My hands start to get cold and I'm like, okay, I'm over this. I don't like it. And then, so I've always wanted to live somewhere where it snows. Like where it snows.
I don't, man.
See,
I mean, I like the cold. I don't like the snow and the ice and shit. Cause
oh, dude, I've got something to tell you too. When I was leaving work earlier, I parked in the snow. Is that good?
That is all rum.
I parked in the snow. And so when I was leaving, the 4Runner's it's not 4-wheel drive, it's all-wheel drive. So I started leaving out and the 4Runner was spinning. So I hit the gas and it like, whoop, spun all the way around. I was like, oh shit.
Look at me, 360.
So this guy Octavius that works with me, he was back at the back unloading something, oil or something. And I look back and I see him and he's like bent over laughing because I just did that. It was so cool though, dude. Like I was expecting, my 4Runner is all-wheel drive, so I'm like, okay, it's not gonna do that, but it spun all the way around, and there was nothing I could do. When it started spinning, it was spinning.
I only got loose one time on the way to work today. It was like in a shadowy part where the sun hadn't hit the road.
Yeah.
I was coming around, I seen the ice. I was like, okay, let off the gas. Hit the patch of ice, the truck went sideways on me. I was like, oh, whoa, Ella.
Yeah. You shouldn't do that. Don't need to be in the ditch. I mean, you could have called me. I got something I can pull you out with now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I could have pulled you out with the Subaru too.
I doubt it.
Well, probably not. But I mean, listen, it could happen.
That stranger things have. Who knows?
But
like, you know, I really love to see like somebody with like a fucking Geo Metro's got a trailer hitch hanging out the back of it. What the fuck are you hauling with that thing? A little Tykes bike or something? I've
seen David. He doesn't have a Geo Metro, but he's got
that Element.
No, well, yes, he has that, but he also has a Crown Vic.
And Crown Vic, I can see pulling something like
it's got a V8 in it, so yes.
Yeah, I've seen those pulling like handicapped, like things that have like people's wheelchairs and stuff on them. I don't think they're gonna pull like a fucking camper or anything with it. Stranger things have happened.
By the way, this is not a sober episode, in case you were wondering.
We're not drunk.
In case you were one of the 4 concurrent listeners, it's not a sober episode. We just have dialed it back since episode 3, the infamous episode 3, which is still out there if you want to go back and review
I think it was I got a little tipsy on episode 2, and he had to one up me on episode 3 by getting schmammered.
I was already 2 sheets to the wind when we came up here.
You were hip deep in it whenever we started.
Yeah,
and then
it just got worse from there.
Like I said, the last 30 minutes of it, your eyes won't even open. You were just like,
dude, I don't remember. I listened to the episode, but I do not remember any of it.
It's fucking hilarious because you're like, man, that is not I'm not proud of it.
That's not my like brightest.
Like, there you go. Like, hey, Mom, listen to this one.
What's funny about that is that's one of the longest episodes that we've done. I think that is the longest episode we've done so far.
Yeah, I think I was starting to get a little into it too, and then like we're like, no, it's time to. Yeah,
I don't remember wrapping it up. I do not. I remember.
I mean, I try not to wrap it up. I try to go on raw all the time.
I remember going to
Jeremy,
bed
you got to
night.
cut that out.
I remember going to bed that night, and that was it. As far as everything else, it's just a blip.
I remember we got home, and the wife told Ethan, like, he comes in the kitchen, he's like, "Oh, y'all home?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, he's drunk as a skunk. I'm like, I'm not as drunk as a skunk. Mason was.
If you think this is bad, you should have seen the other guy. Basically, is what you should say.
Pretty much, yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna pass a field sobriety test. I can probably make it to round 3, but once he tells me to study ABC's backwards, I'm like, bitch, I can't say that shit when I'm sober. They're like, haha, gotcha.
Yeah,
like, fuck.
All right, so let's jump. Let's change subjects a little bit.
All right, we covered the movie.
Yeah,
we joked about bullshit.
Yeah,
which is the whole fucking podcast.
So current events.
Current events.
I'm assuming that you did not watch a single second of the inauguration day.
I've seen clips of Elon Musk doing the old Hitler salutes.
That was after. Well,
dude, I understand. Like, that's not what I meant. Why would you do anything close to doing that?
So you haven't seen the like collage of the other side doing the same thing, right?
I mean, like, why would you do anything close to that?
I agree.
Like, that entire like movement thing is kind of got a negative connotation to it now.
But can we both agree that Elon Musk is kind of awkward anyway?
Understatement of the day right there. But
so if you listen to what he was saying, he was like, my heart goes out to you, and then he grabs his chest and then he goes like that.
Yeah, you do not.
That is, you do not move your thing.
Yeah, you do not throw your hand out in a fucking 45-degree angle from your body with your palm facing down.
It's not good.
And
optics.
Expect anything to look good from it.
It's definitely bad optics.
Yeah, because like the way shit is now, like that shit can be taken out of context for anything.
Everything is taken out of context, though. That is the thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It doesn't matter. He could have turned around and taken money out of his pockets and just thrown it to the crowd, and they're like, "Oh, look at this super rich guy," just thinking that everything's going to be taken out of context.
He can throw me a comma out of his bank account.
I would love a comma. I just want like 6 of the zeros that are in his comma. I'll be good with that.
I would like to have how much money he should pay in taxes. That's how much I want.
I would just love, like, let me get 6 zeros.
Like, how much should you pay in taxes? I'd take that. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I could live the rest of my fucking life off that.
He probably wouldn't miss 6 zeros, would he?
Dude, like
6 zeros with like a 9 in front of that, you know?
Yeah. I don't want zeros anywhere in it. I want all like
9s,
numbers,
all 9s.
I mean, I'm not gonna be greedy and say
we can start at 9 and then like go backward. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You know, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're doing a countdown.
Yeah,
you want the fucking final? It's the final countdown.
So out of the whole inauguration day, that's all you saw though was just that.
Dude, I don't care.
I understand, but so you
didn't. I know,
see...
like he spent, like Trump has been repealing all kinds of shit and all this stuff, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. It has no bearing.
He signed a bunch of executive orders, but that's not what I'm getting at. Did you see what his wife was wearing?
Oh yeah, I did see what she looked like the fucking Hamburglar.
So I kept telling Mindy, I was like, she looks like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like Smooth Criminal. Like,
Yeah.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah.
Exactly.
I've seen that meme. Yes.
And then she looked like the Hamburglar. Yes,
Yeah,
but she also looked like Raiden with her hat. That hat was so low you could not see her eyes, and then she would lift it up, and you'd see just like the whites of her eyes where she's looking up, and she's got to like look down because the hat is so low, so she's got to lift her head up and then look down, and then you can see her eyes.
Have you seen that they like she wore that just so she didn't have the kiss trunk?
So it was like a barrier. He tried to kiss her and he like hit the hat. And if it was like Kung Lao, then it probably cut his face or something. You know what I mean? Like she definitely like
There'll be some crazy shit. She just throws that bitch out in the fucking crowd and cuts somebody's head off in the ear.
And it comes back to her and she puts it on and she goes, shing.
Yeah. Fatality.
Yeah.
Melania wins.
People are saying that was like a nice fashion statement, though. But
have you ever seen like fashion shows? Like the shit they're wearing, they got like a fucking garbage bag and one angel wing, a fucking like one boot. You know who should be president? Vernon Supreme.
The dude that had the boot on his head?
I want my pet pony. Everybody gets a pony.
Oh.
Yeah, like.
Well, I don't think he even made it to the
debate
stage.
But
no, he didn't.
Dude,
but so
the only thing it is a popularity contest. And even then, like, I don't think the shit's legit.
Legit?
Yeah. Like, is it legit?
Elaborate.
Like, Trump was put in office the first time to sow discontent between people. United we stand, divided we fall, right? The country's never been more divided than whenever he got in the first time up till now.
I kind of disagree. I don't disagree with you saying that it's divided now, but I think the division started. Now this might be where we might. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to say it.
Canceled because you're going to say Obama,
or we're going to lose listeners. But yes, during the Obama era is when it started.
I don't think there's been a legit president that like actually got elected by people since JFK. I think he wanted to get rid of the CIA. They fucking killed his ass. I still say George H.W. Bush did it. I did see where it said Trump has declassified or is going to declassify.
Yes,
the JFK, the RFK,
MLK,
and the MLK files.
Yeah,
the FBI killed MLK.
Well, I think the CIA killed JFK.
They definitely killed JFK because he was going to disband them. And look how much power the CIA has now. If he disbanded them, they won't be able to run shit from behind. There's a group of people that we have no idea who the fuck they are.
We have an idea, right?
No, the ones that really run
name
shit.
Some of the names that we have an idea who really run.
The ones
stuff.
that really run shit. It's probably like the fucking cancer man from fucking X-Files. Somebody that we don't know shit about.
No, name some names, some last names. You know.
Like, this is where we're gonna get fucking like on. I'm already on enough watch list as it is. Okay,
Rothschilds.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And name some other names, right? Rockefellers.
I'm letting you say them all that way. They'll come and kill your ass, not me.
If I see some, look, we got cameras all over the house.
Dude, you really think that that's going to stop some government organization?
No, it's not going to stop them, but it's going to give me a 5-second buffer for me to go and get that hammer that I got hidden in the closet, and we're just going to have to fight it out.
Dude, if they decide you're going to die, they have shit you never fucking know.
Well, like, technology has advanced. They probably would fly a drone over the house and
dude,
just
your
blow
truck,
it up.
man. They could fucking fry the shit in your truck, take control, or make you run into a fucking light pole going 90.
Well, listen, I'm not going to go down without a fight, okay?
Well, how are you going to fight a fucking truck you're strapped into going 90?
What are
you going to do? Fucking commando roll out the goddamn door?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, let me know how it works out.
Anyway, we went way off on a tangent here. I was going to mention, did you see, so I found out this later, but the outfit that Jeff Bezos, I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife, did you see that?
No.
First of all, she's got so much plastic surgery on her face, it looks like her lips are like permanent duck lip.
They probably are.
And so she was wearing this white suit.
There's probably more plastic in her fucking face than the whole toy aisle at Walmart.
You know, did we talk about this on the podcast last time about how Jeff Bezos he got divorced and his wife
instantly become one of the richest
people in the world.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And he remained one of the richest people in the world.
He's got fuck you money upon fuck you money. Like,
but the thing is like,
what happens if like they got so much money, like the really super rich people like that, they just like all get together and be like, hey, I bet you $1 million you won't do something stupid. And like that's
bet me $1 million. I saw what. Bet me $1 million.
They bet me $1 million. It'd be some shit and I'd fucking lose, and then I have to like donate my testicles or something to them. No. Like, yeah, I want your little dick on my wall.
You'd be a surrogate father to their child or something?
No,
that would be
like,
if you lose.
They're gonna fucking like mount my dick and balls on the wall or something. Like, yeah, you see that shriveled up Vienna sausage and almonds up there? Yeah, that's some dumbass's dick I got for him losing a bet.
I don't know about that.
I mean, they got weird. Who knows, man?
I don't know.
Once you reach like that level of money and power, like the only thing you want more of is like power over shit. Why do you think like Bill Gates all like, oh, well, we need to vaccinate people and blah blah blah? He's got so much fucking money he can't do anything else except try to play God now.
Well, he also talked about how we needed like a 5% reduction in population.
Yeah, did you see that shit where it's like, oh, like if we do a good job with vaccinations and all this stuff, we can reduce the world's population by
5. Was it 20?
Was it? I think it was 20%.
Oh well, that's more.
Who knows, man? Like it's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. There ain't fuck all we can do to it.
What was the population? What was the percentage of the population that died during COVID?
Who knows? Because they've lied about the fucking numbers for that shit. My little brother died of fucking overdose, and they were trying to make that be a COVID death.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Like, oh, he died from COVID. No, he died from a bad batch of fucking.
Oh no, that is gonna be a big blip.
I know you said we don't need to dump any more money into it. We need to buy some better chairs.
We gotta get
like one of the.
I just coughed into the mic too, so this episode's fucked already.
Dude,
I don't know how far
every
we're
episode
into it.
we make is fucked. Like,
I don't know how far we're into it.
We just keep fucking trying.
We're trying. We really are.
Like the little engine that could over here. We're just chugging along.
Okay. What were we talking about?
I don't. Like,
so
fuck you money, like percentage of people that died from COVID.
Yeah, the percentage of people that died.
Like, who knows, man? Like, didn't you notice like the numbers on that shit? Like, oh, here's all the COVID numbers, people that died. How many people died of the flu that year? None.
Yeah, so there was a lot of things that were being like added into the COVID.
They're trying to do that shit again with that fucking H1N5 or whatever, H5N1, whatever that
is. That the new pandemic?
Yeah, the blur flu shit. They're trying to remember like SARS back in the day. Mm-hmm. That was gonna kill all of us. Then there was H1N1.
So is COVID not a variant of SARS? I thought it was because, like, in the name of it, it was like SARS, COVID.
Give me about 8 years so I can go get my microbiology degree, and I'll come back to you and let you know.
Well, Anthony Fauci knows, and guess what? He got a pardon. President Biden pardoned him on his way out.
Oh, I've seen that though. Like he pardoned a shitload of people. Like his whole family.
All of his family got preemptive pardons, and that is like an admission of guilt.
Yeah, we done a whole bunch of bad shit, but here he goes, get out of jail free card.
Anthony Fauci, they can't. Like
if I ever go to get arrested, I'm just gonna pop up in my wallet and pull out a Monopoly get out of jail free card, just sign Joe Biden at the bottom of it, and just hand it to him.
It might work.
Who fucking knows?
It might work.
I mean, they'd be like, he's clear.
Listen, I mean, we both kind of know where my political views lie, but
we know where mine are too. So,
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to somebody like investigating Fauci because I truly believe that he was like the puppet master of that pandemic, and it ruined so many people's lives.
It did, like all the businesses that closed.
Yes, all the businesses that had to go out of business because they were forced to shut down. For what? For what reason?
If you're sick, stay home. That's easy. Like, I'm like, you could be a carrier and not even know it. Guess what? Magic Johnson's had fucking AIDS since like fucking 1926. He's fucked 1,009 bitches. He's still fucking alive. How the fuck does that work? I thought like you have HIV, you're like on a fucking ticking time clock. Like that shit start counting down from fucking 100, and like he's been stuck on 98 since fucking forever.
We're all on a time clock, right?
I mean,
everybody's time clock expires.
Every breath you take puts you 1 second closer to your last, right?
Yep. So I was really hoping that somebody would investigate him though, because like, here's another thing. During the whole COVID pandemic, I went to work.
I did too, because I'm essential.
We were essential.
They gave
workers.
me a fucking piece of paper to keep in my truck.
I had a piece of paper too.
If you get pulled over by the cops, I'm like,
you got to show them this paper.
You really think the fucking cop's gonna pull me over and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah. Well, you had to have a reason why you were outside of the house during this pandemic.
Yeah, like, oh man, you walk outside in your yard, you're gonna kill your neighbor.
And there was a hotline. You call the police and say, "Hey,
that shit was real bad."
Like
in fucking Australia, they were hardcore parkour on that shit.
Yeah,
like like everybody's gonna die of something. I used to smoke like a fucking freight train. Like I'm pretty sure that cut a good like 10, 15 years off of me.
I wonder if that's really true though. What if you live until you're fucking 89 years old and you're like,
Pop smoked like hell, and he lived to be like 77.
I think that's so young though. I mean, look at Biden and Trump. They're both pushing 80. I think Biden is over 80 years old. Well, Biden is a bad example, but Trump, look at Trump. I mean, regardless of your political views or anything, let's just sit Trump and Biden side by side. Tell me which one is more competent.
Neither.
Bull fucking shit.
What? It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. See, the Mexicans, they're real strong people. And I respect them. They need to build that wall. Biden just,
Okay, so.
I ate cheese.
Listen, okay.
Dude, I mean, Trump seems more coherent than Biden does, but like, they have so much money, they can buy whatever the fuck they want. I'm pretty sure like they got some kind of shit where they can go get fucking like liver transplants for fucking buy one get one free. Like, oh, you buy this liver, we'll give you a kidney too.
All I'm saying is, Biden said, America can be defined by one word. As I was in the foothills of the fucking Himalayas or whatever the fuck he was trying to say, like, and Trump, regardless of his rhetoric, Trump seems to be more coherent, just like you said, than Biden ever. Like, I mean, they're both around the same age.
Who knows, man? Like
Biden just seems like a senile old man. That's all I'm gonna say. We're not. Listen, this is not CNN podcast, whatever you want to put.
Tucker Carlson, we'll put you on. Come on, buddy.
Tucker, if you want to be on our podcast, feel free. Reach out. We have. Is this the time to plug our?
What are we gonna do if I get an email from the ship like, "Hey, Mr. Carlson says he wants to come on"? I'm like,
what's the email address?
Fucking really?
It gets dumber.
Podcast@gmail.
Podcast@gmail. It gets dumber. Podcast@gmail. Tucker, if you want to reach out to us and you want to be a part of the show,
Screwball, y'all want to sponsor us?
Screwball.
I mean, Kraken, I'll take y'all too. Love y'all's product as well. Jack Daniels,
Casamigos.
Yeah, Evan Williams, Jim Beam.
Any of them.
I mean, Jägermeister.
Tucker, if you want to reach out and school us on some knowledge, though, just go ahead and reach out. We got a Facebook page. It Gets Dumber Podcast.
Faith.
If you want to dock me, then that's fine too. What did I just say? Anyway, listen. Back to the inauguration day.
Back to
I was
reality.
trying to
What's
get
it
to
about?
Jeff Bezos' wife.
Girlfriend.
I don't know if it's his girlfriend, wife, or what.
His female companion.
She had on a white suit. She had on like this white sport jacket, and she had on nothing underneath it but a bra, and her jacket was like all the way open up to past where her bra goes, and her bra is just exposed. And you see all of these clips where like Mark Zuckerberg and RFK Jr., they're all like caught on video looking at this lady's, like, basically her titties.
I mean, just like, hey, there's bolt-on tits. Like, I wonder how much Jeff paid for those.
It's just really weird because, like, his ex-wife, I think, is better looking. This lady that he's with now just looks like she's put together by plastic surgery.
I mean, she could be a fucking android. He's got enough money. Who knows?
Or like on Austin Powers, the fembots.
Yeah, fembots.
Yeah. She could be a fembot.
If she walks out the bedroom and hears these boots are made for walking, he better duck behind the fucking bureau or whatever. Cause
her nipples are gonna pop out.
She's gonna start
gonna be machine
popping
guns.
slugs at him. that pissed me off in the second Austin Powers movie when it
we found out Felicity was a fembot.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Austin Powers is some of my favorite movies. Goldmember, not so much, but the other Austin Powers, yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but I just think that Beyonce is not a good actor.
I mean, John Travolta or Beyonce, which one do you take? Or no, not John Travolta. Nicolas Cage or Beyonce?
Oh, that's a hard one, dude.
You know
that is tough.
You know who I don't think is a great actor? Like, it's been a lot of shit. The Rock. It's just The Rock. He's The Rock in everything.
Yeah, he's always just The Rock.
He's just The Rock.
He's always just a meathead in every movie.
Like, Walking Tall.
Walking Tall was a decent movie, though.
Yeah, that was a good movie. The Rundown, that was a good movie. And, like, all the rest of them, like, oh, I got a crazy-ass theory for you when it comes to the Fast and the Furious movies.
Okay.
You ready? Okay, first movie, legit. Second movie, legit. Third movie, Tokyo Drift. Forget that.
Tokyo Drift was the second movie.
Tokyo Drift was the third one.
No.
Yeah, because it was Fast and Furious, then Too Fast, Too Furious, and then they made Tokyo Drift.
No, it was Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, then Too Fast, Too Furious.
Negative, sir. Don't do it because we're going to get the fuzz. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this real quick without fucking shit up.
No, dude, we don't need to do all this.
I want to prove you wrong, fucker.
That is correct.
First. Too fast.
Dude, this is not good for the show.
They'll be okay.
Well, they probably couldn't hear you say they'll be okay.
They'll be okay. Too Fast, Too Furious came out before the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Too Fast, Too Furious was released in 2003, while Tokyo Drift was released in 2006.
Okay, I stand corrected. I thought that Tokyo Drift had come out between Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay. Anyways, so you know at the end of the first Fast and the Furious movie,
we ain't hungry no more. Was that the one, or is that Tokyo Drift? No, it wasn't Tokyo Drift.
No, it wasn't Tokyo Drift. We Ain't Hungry No More was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay.
Anyway, the first Fast and Furious movie where it's actually about cars and they're stealing DVD players and CRT TVs.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the movie when he's racing the Supra and the Charger.
Uh-huh.
He wins, goes over the railroad tracks like, oh, I missed a train. Then he gets blasted by the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And it flips over like 80 times. And he crawls out just holding his arm after that car is Fucksville.
Uh-huh.
Everything from the moment the truck hits it on, except for like Too Fast, Too Furious. Like, we'll still say that one's real. But like all the ones past that are just him in a coma. Like he's in a coma, having coma dreams. That's the reason why they go from knocking off fucking trucks, stealing shit, to being international super spies. And like all the other characters are like real people that he has contact with. Like The Rock's really the cop that like got him out of the wreck and like took him to the hospital.
So what brings you to this conclusion?
I seen a YouTube video about it and I was like, oh, that makes fucking, like, the movies make sense now.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, like.
But why would they string it out over freaking 20 movies?
Money.
I think that's the reason why they made so much movies.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, a way to, like, actually make it make sense. Like, they go from knocking off fucking transfer trucks with a fucking crossbow and some Civics that go underneath a trailer that would really never happen.
So when is going to be the big reveal then? When are we going to find out?
I mean, who knows if they make another movie or not? I'm just saying, like, it makes sense. Like, if that's really what happened and he's just imagining all that shit,
well,
makes more sense.
Paul Walker really threw a wrench in the whole system there.
Well, I mean, he kind of can't help that he died.
Well,
I mean, and once he died, like, they just completely went off the fucking rails. They're in goddamn space, okay?
yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it.
You're
The last one I watched was when I thought it was The Rock versus.
It wasn't Brock Lesnar. It wasn't Brock Lesnar.
Who was it?
Jason Statham.
No, man. No, it was
I
a
don't
big
need to go-
No, it was a big muscular guy though. It was not Jason Statham. Hey Siri. Who
Jesus.
did The Rock fight on the plane in the Fast and the Furious movie?
Who does? We're gonna have to buzz.
It was Jason Statham.
Oh, how's that crow taste, motherfucker?
I'm sorry. I thought that it was a
when
big.
I tell you the motherfucking grapes are ripe, you go get your goddamn bucket, okay?
I'm sorry.
All
right.
Anyways, but yeah, like it's. What fucking time is it?
It's 11:53. I just looked.
Oh fuck me!
It's almost
How long have we
midnight.
been going?
Probably only like 50 minutes.
We're like an hour and some change.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like saying this is the time that we should stop. I just
Right,
don't like
but
that.
like the same token, what time did you wake up this morning? I woke up kind of late actually because it snowed.
Yeah,
and shit.
I got up at 7:30 ish.
Yeah, I still got up. I was like 5:20 something. But it doesn't help that like I knocked down a.
I mean, my
nice
alarm went off at 3:30, but I knew that I didn't have to be at work at 3:30.
That's
so.
why you cut that motherfucker off.
No, I can't because I will forget to turn it back on, and then I'll just be late.
Well,
It does suck waking up at 3:30 though. I can tell you.
you know what
that.
else sucks? Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, I've been looking on the TikTok shop for one of those cordless vacuum. Basically,
Like the handheld ones, or like just like the stick ones, like you're.
oh, it's like a Dyson. They have them on sale on. They always have them on
Like,
sale on
you
TikTok
gotta
shop.
give me more to go off of. There's like I always wanted one of those Dyson vacuums that had the fucking ball in it.
Oh yeah,
Those were fucking cool,
Those are
man.
cool. Yeah,
But I refuse to pay
Dyson
fucking
is so
$600
expensive. Yeah,
for
they're
a fucking
expensive.
vacuum cleaner.
they're really
that thing
expensive.
better have an attachment where it could suck me off too. To pay that much for it, fuck the little hose that detaches off. The thing better have a mouth attachment on it.
I can't wait for us to have those other mics plugged in to see how that.
Yeah,
sounds.
hopefully that sounds a lot better. Because like I said, mine should be here tomorrow. I'm tempted to take the soundboard home with me and like fuck around with it whenever I get it because I'm off tomorrow.
I mean,
Unless you and Mindy are going to do the Mason and Mindy Mustang hour.
no. My computer. I don't know what's going on with my laptop, but I just I just couldn't figure it out, and it would keep freezing up, and I'd have to exit out and then go back. I haven't.
Have you done? You need to do all the updates and stuff on it.
I thought I did.
Mm.
In the 2 years that I've had that thing, I may have used it a total of 45 minutes.
Yeah, you bought it pretty much exclusively to like put the tune on that access port.
Yeah, and then that, I'm supposed to start putting the bags on the dude's car tomorrow, by the way. He's going to be here at 9:30.
Just hit him with the hey man.
Nah, I'm ready to get it over with.
Are you gonna adjust them, or are you just gonna
I'm gonna
slam them on there as
well,
is?
actually, I'm gonna leave that up to him. I think I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, look, you saw where my car was at, even when it was aired up. Is this what you want, or do you want to adjust it? I'm gonna say I would suggest you go up at least another inch, but if you don't want to, that's up to you.
Hey, they're yours now. Once we bought these motherfuckers on there.
Well, he hasn't given me any money for it yet.
Well,
but-
I wouldn't put them on his fucking car until like
That's a good point.
He put some cash in my hand because, like, you get him on there, he's good to go. We'll stop him from, like, deuces, bitch.
Well, it could also be the same thing that happened to me, and he tried to, like, run away, and it ended up in the ditch, like, right outside of the driveway. So
that would be fucking hilarious.
It
Like,
would.
he tries to get away.
He tried to run away,
He
and
fucking
it just shoots
spins
across
out.
the road.
Yeah, and he's over there in the fucking field.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, bitch.
And the dude that's supposed to be buying the taillights is supposed to come tomorrow, too.
Just try selling the hood, too.
The hood's already sold.
Oh.
I got the money for it.
Well, when are they coming to get it?
He's already got it on his car. It's the same dude that's putting the bags on his car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what's the hood in your fucking garage, then?
That is his old hood. It's still... We put it on here, so we had to do something with the other hood.
Where's he stay at?
He stays in St. Paul's, I think.
Oh, well, he's just right up the road. Tell him, hey, man, $30. I'll take this back to your house.
Him and his dad works for Campbell, so he was like, just bring it. I told him I would just put it in the 4Runner and bring it up there. I just haven't yet. It's just in the garage.
I need to fix all the cars I got sitting in my yard.
Yeah, you need to sell me that G.
Yeah, good luck with that. That ain't my car to sell.
So you can sell me the Honda then.
Yeah, no.
Oh, God. It never gets driven. What is the point of having a car that's just going to sit in the yard?
I drive it occasionally.
When? When's the last time you drove it?
Last time I mowed the grass.
Why have it if you're not going to drive it? And
It's
here's
not-
the other thing. If you want to have it as a collector car, why leave it outside?
Oh, that's fair, too. I do need to buy a fucking cover for it. I mean...
And then you need to put it on a trickle charger. And then you need to start it up every once in a while at least.
Yeah, I know
especially
I know
during the
battery's
winter.
dead on it now. Especially after fucking how cold it's been.
All right. On the next episode of freaking...
Oh, I hit the fucking mic again. Sorry, folks.
Oh, well, there's another blip.
Yep, no. The one person that's actually listening to this is like, yep, it's scratched again. Fuck these guys.
Yeah. I need that car, though.
I'll tell you
Honda.
what. $8,000 is yours.
No.
Why not?
Because I didn't sell it to you for $8,000.
Well, I've done a lot to it since you sold it to me.
We've gone through this song and dance before,
We
brother.
have. You wanted to buy it back from me like 3 months after you sold it to me. Like, hey, man, my transmission on my truck's going out, and I need that car back.
Turns out it was not going out.
Yeah, it turns out that bitch is still driving around just perfectly fucking fine.
I still see it every once in a while. I should have never sold it.
And you got all butthurt because I wouldn't sell it back to you.
I didn't get butt hurt. I said it's your car. You can do whatever the hell you want to with it.
Then why are you badgering me right now about it?
I want it.
Well, I want a lot of things. I want to be able to do cocaine off of hookers' assholes.
I don't have the money for it.
I know you don't.
Dude,
I don't have the money for it either. Fuck.
But it's
Like,
still sitting there.
Josh fucking wants it, and like I'm not selling it to him either.
He's already got one.
Dude. He's got a... I don't even know what to call that.
It's a Civic with a VTEC in it.
No, it's an Accord.
I'm sorry, that's right. It's an Accord with a VTEC in it. Even better.
Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the rum out of the mustache.
Is it a K series at least? I can't remember.
I think it's got a... I don't remember what's in it right off.
I think it's before the K series came out. Because they were putting the K series in the Accords too.
I think there was a K series in that one my little brother had that my dad fucking shot the hood of. Like I had wanted to get that car because it's a 2-door Accord.
Yeah.
It was like the one that had the triangle taillights on it. I wanted to get it and try to fix it, and then my dad went crazy and said people were stealing shit off of it. So he went outside and fucking put 6 rounds of fucking 44 through the fucking block of it. I'm like, yep, that thing's fucked now.
Is he doing good? Is he okay? All right. It's after 12 o'clock. No.
Like, he has his good days and his bad days, man. But, like, his grip on reality has definitely loosened since Matt passed away.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's understandable.
yeah. What can you do? What? Anyway, on a lighter note, okay, you need to watch Troll Hunter. I will watch Unfrosted.
Troll Hunter?
Yeah, Troll Hunter. I don't remember what it's on. I think I watched it on Netflix a while back. Anytime I just randomly stumble across it, that's a movie I'll watch. It's a Norwegian movie. It's in Norwegian, so you gotta or whatever.
Turn the closed caption.
It's got subtitles already on it.
Oh.
Yeah, but excuse me.
Well,
yes, have we hit all the topics? We talked about the movies. We talked about dumb shit. We hit the conspiracy theories.
in theory, the next episode, the sound should be 10 times better.
We hope, because you spent like $100 on mics. I've spent like $100 on mics.
Yeah.
We're just digging this hole.
Listen, like I said, we're not going to get thousands more dollars into this and not get a return on our investment.
The only investment that I'm really interested in making at this point, other than what we've already spent, is getting us some fucking chairs to sit in.
I think we need... So this table works.
This table will definitely work for what we need it for.
But it's not... that I've got the legs maxed out with the height.
Well, it's not like we're sitting underneath it.
No, but it's not.
Not yet. I mean,
it could be
and
bigger.
even if we start like recording video, we'll just set the video camera up over there and look at it like, hey, deuces.
Or just right there.
Or just right there.
I've got that GoPro. I mean, we can set it up, but
I'm gonna try to get this one on YouTube because I got that thing set up on there. We're supposed to convert it to like a static image with like the sound blips at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. What are we gonna title this one?
We haven't
really said anything other than like the recurring joke of the wife telling me I need to.
Yeah, it can't be the same thing twice.
Yeah, it can't be the same thing twice.
Maybe
that's what it should be called. It can't be the same thing twice.
That is a good.
That's a good name.
That's a good name. It can't be the same thing twice.
She said if the podcast ever got like really popular, she was gonna make her a sticker or put it on her like truck that says like "It Gets Dumber Podcast. I'm the wife." Like that. If it ever gets popular and you do that, that'll be pretty funny.
So are we gonna change the picture, like the cover photo? Or...
like, if I can ever get around to it, I'll actually sit down and draw something for it one day.
I think the way that I did it last time is pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's cool.
I could keep like rewording it and see what happens and just see.
Should we really keep feeding the AI more and more shit?
I mean,
if we ever like actually get like sponsorships and money coming in from it, I like to get somebody that's a lot better artist than me to actually draw something for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we should have somebody to handle the audio part.
If we hit the point where we have enough money to sustainably live off of this, then yeah, sure, I'm all for us. Like, hey, we recorded this. We're gonna ship this off to you. Make it sound good.
You know what? I'm tired of talking about having somebody own the podcast. We need to do that.
Yeah, like, I like to get Trey. Like, I still got their Christmas presents sitting at the house. I ain't been up there to see them yet.
Yeah, I need to go see him, too.
I actually played Magic Online with him yesterday for a little while. That was the first time I'm like, oh, so you are alive.
But he won't answer the phone.
He's like, man, I don't ever see it. He's like, I walked outside and I had like 30 text messages. I'm like, bitch, I've tried to call you every day for the last week. And I've texted you like, hey, man, you okay? Just checking in on you.
So he only goes outside once a week, and that's... Listen, I love you, Trey, and we're just trying to figure out why you...
I asked him how he listened to it. He's like, no. I'm like, come on, man. Like, help us boost our numbers by one.
Yeah, for real. Don't listen to episode 3, though.
And then Crystal's just fussing at him the whole time. But what's fucking new about that?
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's just the same old song and dance for the past 15 years for him. Like...
Has it been 15?
They've been married for like 15 years now, I think.
That's good.
Like, if you want
to... And we are talking about episodes. We said that the episode was going to be called...
Oh, we're doing retrospectives already on episodes we done 2 weeks ago. And on this episode, as we look back at how much progress we haven't made...
We think we have made some progress, but
I mean, maybe like I said, this one doesn't have like the fuzz as I'm looking at the waveform on it. Like most time it has like stat. This is all like nice little like sticky.
This is exactly what we said in the last episode.
Yeah, like. But
we thought that
one
last
had, like,
one was going to be the best yet.
The last one had like where that's at. It had like the orange up in there, but this one's pretty. I think we may have got it halfway decent this time. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I should just lower my standards like my wife did. I mean, like, just hit rock bottom, and there you go. There's me.
What did we say we were? I've already forgot what we said we were going to name.
It can't be the same thing twice.
Can't be the same thing twice. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, my battery on my laptop's dying too. So
that's
that is a sign from the podcast
sign.
gods that we need to go. Yeah. And I gotta take a piss because this Kraken's got to get unleashed.
All right. Well, this was episode 5.
Yeah, hopefully it's better. If it's not,
it gets dumber.
Sorry.
It's got to be better than 3.
Well, dude, I think we could probably just do a 30-minute podcast of us like burping and farting, and it'd be better than episode 3. Like,
with that being said, episode 3 was the longest one that we've done so far, and that says something.
It definitely says something.
All right.
Anyways, all right. Later, people. Thank you for listening. If you did, leave us a review. It gets number podcast.
Do we actually have any reviews yet?
Oh, we got one, and it's just from Bobby being a dick. It's just any podcast about Jeremy and Mason's life.
If there's anything that we can say that is a positive note for us, it's consistency, because we have put one out every week.
Yeah, like we are trying to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Like we're like herpes. We're just going to keep coming back.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, all right. Later, folks.
Thank you for listening.
Appreciate it. Later.
All right.
Deuces.